Yo, nangu SoccerBeat wangena SoccerBeat. Hey, cheese. Andazi noma ngoku siyitshintshe mhlawumbe because it's been a year. Okanye siyitshintshe greeting.
Siyeke.
Oye, sesicorporate manje cheese, eh? Hey, hey.
Corporate manje, corporate manje.
Corporate, eh? Corporate manje, eh?
Talking finances.
Yeah, it's Absa Football Fridays. Welcome. SoccerBeat powered by Absa Football Fridays. I've got Cheezboy Mokoena. My name is Umjaka, your editor. Engaging with you. We are about to drop a story that matters, courtesy of Cheese, the legend himself, to share something, an untold story that you've never heard before. He's going to have his own unique angle to share with you. Of course, we're going to look into the MTN 8 kicking off this weekend. The captaincy at Pirates. Geez, I laugh about that one because you have personal experience there. And then we get into finally and close off the show with that unique story because the story that she's has got for us does matter. Keep on subscribing. We're chasing that 100K, Cheesy. Siyasondela. Asakhulumile even about 50K now, eh?
Yeah, no. We're going forward.
Siyahamba. Ay.
Siyahamba tata.
Tata, baniku Bodlela, bathi Captain Sibisi. Defender of the Masiti, actually, let's say defender of the season. Eh? Sibisi, given the captain's armband at Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, well, Mamela Mchara, I think for first of all, congratulate to CBC, for winning the defender of the season. I think it was not an easy season for him, especially with the pairing ARK in the center back position. There's been a lot of changes, after the injury of Funda, Sesani, but he's been the pillar, he's always been there, they've been always changing, having a Koki, having a Mbokazi, and also some games he was leading the team as well, and knowing him, a very disciplined individual. I don't think they would have given it to somebody who doesn't have the leadership qualities. Number one, I think he's got that on and off the field, and I think he's also vocal, and he's also got that experience as well, and he's been at the club for quite some time now. He's won cups at the club, and sometimes you need a captain that's got that bit of luck to win these things, So I think the club did a right option there. And obviously his vice captains, Koki as well, and Mbokazi, a great sign that Pirates is actually trying to build another new leader in Mbokazi as well, making him an assistant, a captain to the leader, but with that being said, Mjaga, it's not only his responsibility as a captain, because I believe that every player in the team is a captain, it's just that the message needs to be conveyed via the captain, but big news for him. I think another challenge for him now, knowing that he is the captain of the Ghost, and I'm a captain of Pirates, and to always collect. We had luckily Khwati, a triple, we happy Chele. So Sibisi has been collecting the cups and they've been sharing it. So hopefully this season we'll have one guy wearing the armband for the whole season, Because Lama Chopen changes sometimes. As good man you captain Uban, but they've confirmed it. Parania at this point Mr. Sibisi uspetele.
Does it guarantee him a starting place, Cheesy? Because remember, Sibisi was probably 5th in the pecking order. Ne? Until Nda got injured, and then Sesane got injured, and then he was a soldier. Does it guarantee him the starting place now?
In football, nobody's guaranteed a position. I'm sure even the coach might have even told him that, or even the club. I don't think that because you are a captain, you should start all the games, you should play all the games. It's all going to be done by the performance that the captain is going to give out on the games that he's selected to play, But even if he's not playing, I mean, we had a captain as Maela, he never played as much during his last days at Pirates, but he was really motivating the guys behind the scenes and that, But definitely that does not guarantee a position in the team. He needs to work hard like everyone else, as much as he is the leader, but it mustn't go to his head. He needs to work hard and make sure that he gives a solid performance on the field and so that they can rally behind the boys and support the players that are playing.
You know, there's a saying that says where there's sunshine, there's shade. There's a shade or a shadow. You know, Bogazi's rise has been like this, cheesy. Yeah, bo? You know, Nedbank, young player, most promising player,
Yeah.
Bafana, you know, you name it, you name it. Me and you chatted about it. I don't remember anything less than 8 out of 10 performance since he stepped on the pitch, and now elevated to vice captaincy. Cheesy. Elevated to vice captaincy. He played half a season um, in the Betway Premiership, in the PSL, you know, and now elevated to vice captaincy. Cheesy. There's obviously a lot of players that respect him. You know, they know his game, but there's also abanye Cheesy who also will feel, hayibo, mina ngizophatha intwana manje.
Aye, doesn't work like that. Football has changed in a sense where you start grooming your leaders at an early stage. Some of us while I was still playing at Pirates, I was surrounded by a lot of leaders. I think that's why I also ended up becoming a captain at Morocco Swallows. It's because of those people that we learn these skills. Some people are born with it, and some need to learn in terms of how to conduct yourself and things that you need to do, or a role as a captain. What's your role as a captain in the club? So with Mbokazi being given that opportunity, I think it's a great initiative from Paris to do that, because at the end of the day, he's a prospect for the future. I mean, he just won young promising player of the season, and he's done exceptionally well in his few games that he's played. Obviously his first season into the first team. We can't wait to see what he has in store for the second season in his career, because it's gonna be difficult for him, because now the attackers know you, coaches have analyzed you, so he's gonna have to up his game a bit. That thing of a young star that goes out the window, my guy. TLB, you'll never see a TLB kukana ne rabule ncane. No, they go for big buildings, my man. so yeah,
Let's
big up Fugazi,
yeah,
but I think he deserves it, man. He's a future captain for Orlando Pirates.
let's talk the egos, get cheese. I mean, I'm in a bad mood. I'm a senior player, and I drive my big car, you know, and then Mbogazi, vice captain, angkhuze, cheesy. Hey, man, yabo, ita wazini wena uhamba nge-hatchback. Eh?
well, well, well. Look, it will all boil down to respect and how he conveys the message to the senior guy. Obviously, he's not going to say, hey, ungayenzi lokhu, don't do this, hey, wena, hey, what. No, no, no. Obviously, he's got to have proper a way of dishing out whatever it is that he see that the senior guy is not doing right, because at the end of the day, siyalingana. This is what people don't understand. As footballers, when we're in the field of play, nobody's young, nobody's older. We are all the same when we're in that park. So whether he tells Sibisi that, hey Baba, pull up your socks, it's no offense, it's nothing personal, but sometimes you probably need to hear it from a youngster, because maybe me as a senior guy telling you're thinking, ah man, I don't need to listen to this guy. But if it comes from a youngster, it means now it is a concern, because if it's coming from a young man, it means you are totally out. You are wrong nje ngale into oyenzayo. So I don't think it's gonna be a train smash. It's just about how he's gonna convey it, and the respect that he shows to the senior guy conveying a message. Because one of the games he's gonna have to lead the team. So you want to tell me, if a senior guy like Mabasa misses an opportunity, is he not gonna shout at Mabasa and tell him, hey Baba, you need to score. You need to score. I told you at training, be serious with your finishing. So that's all about being a leader. So if he does that, I'll give him hundreds for that. I'll give him hundreds for that, to keep on doing that.
How long does he have to stick around Mzansi before he makes the next big move, Mbogazi? How long does he have Mzansi? How long are you giving
Look,
him?
football is a funny sport. I mean, Mbokazi just came into the scene now. He's already in the Bafana squad. He's already collected a couple of men of the matches. He's already collected a young player of the season accolade at the end of the season. So it just tells you that, what, the future looks bright. The future looks bright for the boy. And I think if he does well this upcoming season, especially when they go into the Continental Cup, the Champions League, if they do well in the league, because it's also based on how the team does. If the team does well, he's also going to be recognized, because I'm sure there are people that are eyeing him. And European teams, they'll not the first season, but they want to see your reaction in the second season. So I'm also waiting to see his reaction for the second season, that everything didn't go up to his head about winning an award. Yeah, I want in imali. Urholile untwana, urholile.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention the amount. It might be out there in the media and what, but hopefully he keeps humble. He keeps discipline the way he has, keeps working hard, and most definitely, I'm sure after this upcoming season, I'm sure Mbokazi will get an offer to leave. And obviously in Europe they want taller center backs. But what I like is versatile. He can play left back as well. And I've seen Joseph Makanya try him in the central midfield role. So yeah, there are possibilities for him, and I can only wish him the best. But I know, good, from next season, solid performance this upcoming season, Mbokazi is gone. You must look for another centre back, Pirates.
Will he be in the starting 11 come this weekend against Polokwane City? We'll be going live on TikTok, of course, for that preview. Will he be starting in the starting 11? Let's have a look at the MTN 8 preview, Cheesy. Let's start with the defending champions, Buccaneers. First, maybe prediction. Is this an easy one for them? Piece of cake? Petenopolis.
Not going to be an easy one. I think you've seen Polokwane at the start of each and every season. Polokwane is always on fire. They are always disruptive. They are always, they gave Sundowns a run for their money the last season, so I don't think it's going to be different to this season when they come up against Pirates. And if you check how Pirates played against them last season, I mean, they were just winning by like an odd goal, like a 1-0, and they really made it really difficult for them, so.
Manimtatilo Apolis, Maja Cheesy.
Yeah, but still, Apolisi, there were games, there was one game he never played. Pirates won 1-0. I think it's the one Makaula scored. Apolisi was not playing really, not really in the team, but Polokwane also does not revolve around one player. They probably have somebody that we don't know. They always come up with these unknown players, and you end up like, hey, there's something there. It's something to watch for the season, But I'm sure Pirates will pull through. I think the experience will pull them through, because they've won this thing 3 times, and I'm sure they wanna go again and engrave their name on this new one, because Leana ngithi mayiwine kayi-3, so ihleli laphana e-Rand Stadium, ihleli eParktown, irelaxile. So manje it's time for the new one, So most definitely Pirates is gonna win this one, Umjaka.
Sekhukhune TS Galaxy. Quick prediction there. Which way do you see it swinging?
Yes. I'll give it to Sekhukhune. I'll give it to Figo's team. I think they had an excellent season last season, and obviously they don't want to drop the ball. They probably want to start off this campaign on a high, So yeah, I see Sekhukhune going through. I'd say 2-1.
2 teams with a lot to prove there. Stake their claim, of course. Stellenbosch, AmaZulu.
Oh.
The last remains standing in Western Cape. West Cup. The last remains standing. Stellenbosch versus AmaZulu. Against the other guys from the other coast. It's the battle of the surfers here, of the waves.
We are of the waves. It's Young CPT versus Zakwe.
Sure.
So
which
yeah,
one are you seeing this one?
This one I'm gonna give it to Stellis. Stellis because of they've been really dominant, in these fixtures, and also Stellis has they have a super team, man. I think Stellis they've always come third in the season. The past 2-3 seasons, number 3. So yeah, I see Stellis going through, and I'll say 1-0.
Would be good motivation for AmaZulu as well, though, to stake their claim, similar to TS Galaxy, to stake their claim and make a big statement. Being the underdog in this kind of competition, because it's wafa. Remember, Cheesy, it's wafa. You play for that 90 minutes and you give it your all.
It. Yeah, no,
You
all
know?
right, Mchara. And also, it's an opportunity now for also Coach Arthur. 10-1-1. Mamel, at least now he's got an opportunity. He has started with the team from preseason, so we can't wait and see how he lines up his team. But obviously, with Stellenbosch, I'm sure that you're going to see most of the players that he had used from the previous season, maybe include a couple of youngsters for this upcoming season as well. And I can't wait to see what Coach Arthur has got in store as well for AmaZulu, because they were also blowing hot and cold last season. Maybe because the
Yes.
coach came in, while the season was on. Now that he's starting with the season, we shall see on the day. But yeah, Stellis is going to take this one. Ade 10-1,
Hey,
ade. What ma?
hey, that Adnan Bekanovic, that coach from TS Galaxy, might surprise you with new players. They don't make big announcements when they sign players, and then they just appear. You know,
Yep.
Kumnamba nane bestakile like with PSL. Uxaka umuntu wonke. Now he's linked with
Hey,
everyone. So these teams, hey, cheesy. While
Twiggy.
you've chosen your ones, I want to inspire the fans to challenge you on this one, because hey, daughter, anything can happen on the day. Mamelodi Sundowns, Richards Bay. That's the last one.
Ah,
Ke siyayivalelisa kula weekend.
obviously labantu babuya ku-Club World Cup, babuya ku-Club World Cup labantu laba mfethu. Akusikudala bavulile, bangafaka enye i-team mabafuna. So le ngigaba bafana ba-style. Sundowns is gonna win this one. 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0. Just I watched them now in that the KZN Premier Cup. Not
Yeah.
bad, not bad. But looking at the levels, I think Sundowns is gonna edge them on this one. 2-0.
And ngizwe ku-TikTok, yakhumbula ku-TikTok live. Athi amakhosi, they don't want Cape Town City to win the DRC seating. They don't want their decision to go Cape Town City way because they don't want to be Richards Bay right now.
You're right. You're right.
Babasaba abafana be-Club World Cup, baba.
Bapinyile sizwile amahemheme ukuthi they might sneak in. I'm not looking about hey, they close that door. Close that door.
Now, Cheesy, let's get into the untold story, proudly brought to you by Absa,
Oh
where your
yeah.
story matters. Cheesy, Dayaz, you've got multiple stories. That's why we're here to share these wonderful stories where we can connect the two worlds. Because Tata and Zagniga, your clock starts now, Cheesy.
Well, Absa family and SoccerBeat lovers, Mamela, this story I'm going to be sharing is, I'm sure people out there do know, especially football fans, that each and every coach has got their favorite. As much as they're not going to say it out loud, but we, as the players, can pick it up at training, at the match, at the meetings. So this particular story is at my time at Orlando Pirates under coach Bibey Mutombo. So we were doing analysis, pre-match talk before the match, and the coach was like playing an old video and saying, guys, let's check the mistakes. So this is what happens. How? Coach now uchikana no Tebogo Mashaba. If you all know Tebogo Mashaba, former Black Leopards player, joined us at Orlando Pirates in 2007. And this guy, he was playing up front, So he gets across from Innocent Mdlele, the Ellis Park slaughterhouse, packed, gets across almost halftime, critical phase of the match. Chuku misses the ball. Okay, fine. Ref blows, halftime, walk into the change room. We get into the change room. Coach is furious. Hey, guy, hey, Chuku. He used to call him Chuku. Hey, Chuku, hey, guy, tell me, why you never scored a goal, guy, Now we're supposed to be one goal up, Aye. Chuku says, no, coach, I think I took my run a little bit late, because the ball just passed here, I could have got there, Then he said, no, guy, you know why, Chuku, You know why you missed the ball, Overweight, guy. Too much Nando, too much KFC, Hey, it's a pele change room, Joe. Talking about the second half, he's already talking about ukuthi uChuku nje mela aniyekela amabheka wakhe, because players do a lot of weird things, Talking I'm a favorite in faith, another scenario. This is what happened. Coach Bibey Mutombo, we're watching a video, we're rectifying our mistakes from a previous game. And obviously each and every coach has got their favorites, right? So on the screen, he's got his laser there. Yabo, busy petty laser coach lapana. Ut. Who's this? Amachita two leaders, the guys kept quiet and like, nobody's is talking because this player made a wrong pass and they nearly scored. How? All of a sudden now, coach, no. Who's this? Who's this guy? No, Leshobane. No, you are not supposed to pass the ball there. Why you pass the ball there? Kashibe, Kashibe, why you pass the ball there? Now we lose the ball. They nearly score. That's why next time I'm going to put you out, my guy. Hey. So everybody's like, no, coach, sorry, coach. No. It's not Kashibe. It's Siema. Hey, now because Siema is the captain of his favorite player, it's like, oh, sorry, I never say, sorry, captain, not you, not you.